Alright everyone, welcome back. So I just went to go watch another movie. Welcome to another movie review. This one is for Sonic the Hedgehog. No, not that one. There we go. That one. So Ryan and I went to go watch Sonic the Hedgehog tonight, and it was good. Alright, so this is what happens. Here's your synopsis of the movie. Sonic the Hedgehog is not from Earth. He's from a different universe. Not universe, planet. They said planet. And he was raised there, and he has a supernatural ability, speed, which we all know. And something happens in his own world, so he gets teleported to Earth. And no one's allowed to know that he's who he is, so he hides out. And then one day, he accidentally does something so big that there's a blackout. And when this happens, he goes to a police officer for help, and the government calls in Dr. Robotnik to capture him, and that's where your journey takes on. So, that's your synopsis of the movie. Let's talk about some things about the movie. The first thing to talk about is the cast. The cast is good. Ben Shwartz, I think is his name, from Parks and Recreation, plays Sonic the Hedgehog, and he does great. I can't think of the other guy's name. It's James something. But he's from X-Men. He's from Hop. I've seen him in things. He does a good job. And then Jim Carrey. I don't even know where to start with Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey brings his A game to this movie. He's like, I haven't been on the big screen in a while, and guess what? I'm gonna take it back, because that's what he does. When he steps in the shot, it's just like he's back, that type of thing. And you just can't help but smile every time he's on screen, because he's hilarious. He's very energetic. He's Jim Carrey. Is what he is, and it's good. And overall, that's about the only cast I really had to talk about. The other people I didn't know, but they're good. It's a good cast in the movie. The story is a little cliche throughout it. I mean, what's not though now? So and it's still basically aimed at kids, so it's kind of like a kids movie. So they can't I don't know. So the story is cliche. There you go. But it's a very enjoyable movie. You will have fun when you're watching the movie. The action in the movie is pretty good. There's a couple of shots that I'm thinking of right now that are super sick. It's just what Sonic needs to be, and it's good. So if I were you, I would go watch this movie. If you saw the trailers and was like, nah, I think you should reconsider, because it's actually pretty good. If you're basing it on the first trailer you saw, forget everything, because it doesn't look like that anymore. And if you're a fan of Sonic from the games, I would think you would go see it. I didn't play a whole lot of Sonic. I've played Mario vs. Sonic. I've played, what is that one that's in our wall? We literally have a poster. Let me think. Sonic Battle Adventure 2? Is that the name of it? Adventure Battle? I don't know. I've played that one. And he's on Super Smash Brothers, is which I would know him from the most, because I play a lot of Super Smash Brothers growing up. Occasionally, we still have tournaments here at the house where we play Smash Brothers, and Sonic is a good character in that game. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot. I watched those Sonic X growing up. I have not seen all of it. It's on Netflix now. I need to go back and watch all of it. So overall, it's good. I'm not gonna rate it yet, because I do that once I'm done talking spoilers. But thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up. There are cons to the movie. Some of the acting is kind of off at some points. Some of the jokes are just, they don't land sometimes. And like I said, the story is a little cliche. So there are cons. It's not perfect. And I don't want it to come off as me thinking that me trying to tell you that it's perfect. I'm just telling you it's better than what the trailers say it is, or what the trailers would, the way the trailers advertise it, I guess. I can't really say anything else too much without going into spoilers. So I think it's time to go into spoilers, and I'm saying spoilers too much because I just want to give myself time to edit the photo in. So, the world that Sonic has to go to after Earth, since he's been compromised, since he's been discovered, is what he calls the Mushroom World, or the Mushroom Planet. And the first thing they say is, like, he's talking bad about mushrooms and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, this is like a little nod to Mario or Sonic maybe, because Mario is very mushroom based. There's toads, there's the mushrooms that give you powers. They live in the Mushroom Kingdom. So I was just like, maybe this is like some cinematic universe stuff going on. I don't know, because he was just talking a lot of crap about mushrooms. So, but then later, as you know, at the very end of the movie, Jim Carrey gets sent to the Mushroom World, and it doesn't look like the Mushroom Kingdom at all. It looks pretty mushroomy. And I was looking around, for like castles, blocks, turtles, and mushrooms, and I didn't see anything. And I know that Sega and Nintendo are two different things, and that's most likely not gonna happen, but I was still looking. And the amounts of references in this movie are crazy. There's Fast and Furious references, there's Will Smith references, The Rock is referenced, and I've heard that before they got the guy who plays Tom in it, is it that they wanted Chris Pratt to play his character? I don't know if that's true or not, but some of that guy's lines were very Chris Pratt to me, so I kind of feel like it was true. And there's a part where they call a raccoon a trash panda, which is straight up Guardians of the Galaxy, a joke from Guardians of the Galaxy. And then I think there's even a part where Sonic or Dr. Robotnik, they start humming the Star Wars theme song, I think. And the amount of product placement. I'm guessing these were all the companies that helped them redesign Sonic, maybe. But it's just like, every 30 minutes maybe, they were just like, oh, Olive Garden, oh, Optic Illusions, Fitbit, there were just all these name brand things that they were throwing out there, and I'm like, they must have this must have been help with the $5 million for the redesign. I don't know. The biggest spoiler of all comes to you from the after credit scenes. The first one, there are two, folks, so stay for both of them if you have not seen the movie yet. The first one is where you see Dr. Robotnik in the Mushroom World, and he's you see that there's no sign of life there, and he's now looking like Dr. Eggman with the goggles and the pooped out mustache. He shaves his head, and it's oh snap, there he is. And then the second one had everybody screaming and clapping, and I let out a couple of whoas, because I had to. So it zooms out on the town of Green Hills, up on this mountain. You start seeing all this wind, so makes this little, and then they're like, what's going on? And then this ring forms, which is teleportation in this movie, and out flies Tails, and the whole crowd is and all this. We were in there with the gamers for sure. The people that we were in the crowd with were hardcore gamer nerds. It's not the same thing as going into a comic book nerd thing. I mean, these were the gamer nerds. They were talking about everything about the game before the movie started, and it was just a different experience for me, and I liked it. When the title of the movie came up, and Sonic the Hedgehog came up, they were all screaming and clapping. And it's what is going on? But I enjoyed it. And Tails says something I have to go find him before it's too late, before I run out of time, or something like that. So that tells me that Sonic already knows Tails and all them, and they're from that world, and something else is going bad in that world, so they need Sonic to come help. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna see more of like Rogue and Shadow maybe next time. I don't know, because Dr. Robotnik's in the Mushroom World, and I'm pretty sure Tails is not from Mushroom World. Do I think there's gonna be a sequel? Of course, because that scene set it up so hard. Unless it just doesn't do good box office wise, and I know they're 5 million down. So if that happens, that would suck because they set up a good sequel. So this is another reason you need to go watch it. Go support the movie so we get a sequel. And then if you don't like it, you don't have to watch the sequel. But to people that want the sequel like me, we get to watch it. So please, out of 5 stars, I would give it, I want to say a 3.5, because it's not perfect, and it's not like super great. It's good. I enjoyed myself a lot. So that's my Sonic review. I feel like I've left something out. I can't remember. I probably did. If you have a question about it that I didn't talk about, drop it in the comments and I'll answer it. Let me know what you thought about the movie, and check out some other videos, subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I will see y'all next time.